Hello, I'm Kunst, and in this video I will go through the two BiS MAP lists in my spreadsheet. So I have two different methods that you can use to find your BiS gear in relation to what phase you are in. So for example, let's take the first one. Let's take the pre-raid BiS phase. So all of these phases, they will have links that you can follow. So you follow the link, and then it will take you to the other section of the spreadsheet. Here you can see this one is for two-handed. This one is for dual wield. So let's take the dual wield first. Let's say in pre-raid you are going to use dual wield, and then let's say you have 300 weapon skill. That means you are a non-human or an orc. Okay, then you have the options to either use Edge Master's gloves or other items or other gloves. Let's say you are lucky and you get your hands on the Edge Master's handguards. Then you follow the number F letter here, you follow the link, and then your BiS list for a player without or with 300 weapon skill will then be marked here. So the stats you can see here, it is in relation to the gnome stats or the base stats of gnomes. So they will differ slightly, but of course this list will still be your BiS list. You also have other options you can get here in of weapons. Let's go back to the BiS list, the BiS map I mean. And then, for example, let's say you have 305 weapon skill, you are a human. Then you will use sword or mace, you will follow the letter G, and then G will be your BiS list for the pre-raid phase. The other option is you can choose phases here, for example. You will choose a pre-raid phase. You can see the gear updates. So the one I have now is dual wield, 305 weapon skill. You are an orc and you don't have Edge Master's gloves. So this is the equivalent of pre-raid. Let's see, pre-raid here. This is the equivalent of following this here. So, for example, if you want to use two-handed, it will change again, and you can see now since you are an orc, you will use an axe, and you'll get the Arcanite Reaper options, and with other options here as well. Let's say you change to human, for example, then it will change, and you'll get sword options instead. Also, if I change this one to 300 now, there will be no valid option, and that is because as a human you have 305 weapon skill. So let's change to other, then you will have another list here. You can also use the Edge Master's gloves, and why doesn't it update then? Because with Edge Masters you have 307 weapon skill. So we are not sure if Edge Masters will work with two-handed weapons yet. I will make changes to my spreadsheet if it doesn't work. So yeah, this is the other option you have to find your BiS gear for that certain phase. You can also go to I have not listed the link here yet, but I will do so. You can go to phase 2, for example. This one is quite long, because in phase 2 you will have other key items that will change your BiS list. And these key items is Edge Masters and the Bone Reaver's Edge. So let's say you're going to use two-handed in phase 2. Then let's say you have 305 weapon skill. You are an orc. Okay, are you going to use an axe, or are you going to use a sword? So let's say, well, if you're going to use an axe, then you'll use Spinal Reaper, then you follow this here. But if you're going to use a sword as an orc, then you follow sword, and then this means that you will use Bone Reaver's Edge, or, well, another sword, but most likely Bone Reaver's Edge. And then, okay, what kind of gloves are you going to use? Are you going to use Edge Master's gloves? Then if yes, then you can follow this one, and then this will be your BiS list for that phase, and you will have other options of weapons and armor. So that was the video, or the overview of how the BiS map tabs work. So yeah, goodbye.